Good morning to you all. Today we are doing the prologue to the Canterbury Tales. The Canterbury Tales is very lengthy but incomplete poem. It shows pilgrims traveling on horseback from London to Canterbury. To combat the tedium of the journey, the idea of telling stories is suggested. The most important section of the book Canterbury Tales is the prologue. Prologue means introductory section. It introduces the pilgrims on horseback. Through them, Chaucer presents a cross-section of English society. Through the pilgrims, what does Chaucer do? Chaucer presents a cross-section of the English society. Chaucer and Charles Lamb are the most lovable of English writers. Both establish instant intimacy with the readers. Both are able to establish intimate and instant intimacy with the readers. The secret of success is, in both cases, genial humor. Genial humor. Genial means calm and smooth. Humor. There is, however, one aspect in which they differ. There is, however, one aspect or one point in which they differ. While Charles Lamb speaks about himself, Chaucer portrays the world around him. In Chaucer, we find an infinite variety, which, to borrow Shakespeare's words, age cannot wither, nor custom stale. So this is a passage from William Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra. So this is a reference to Cleopatra. So it is true about Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. In Chaucer we find an infinite variety which age cannot wither nor custom stale. No wonder Dryden exclaims, Dryden, another writer in the Middle English period or medieval English period, Dryden exclaims, "Here is God's plenty." It was commented by Dryden. Here is God's plenty. Dryden also describes Chaucer as the father of English poetry. Later critics praise Chaucer as the father of English language. According to them, Chaucer found a dialect and left it a language. Chaucer is at his best in the prologue to Canterbury Tales. We can see the wise Chaucer in his prologue to Canterbury Tales. What Chaucer presents through the prologue is the whole English nation of his age. It presents before us a passing parade. His personages are really human beings as well as types representing all classes of men and women. His personages means characters in a play or an important work. Personages. His personages are really human beings as well as types representing all classes of men and women. All classes of men and women. Chaucer has taken greatest care to individualize each character by dress, physical features and mannerisms. For instance, means for example, the gap-toothed wife of Bath. The gap-toothed means having a gap between teeth. Wife of Bath. Wife means during Old English period and early part of medieval period, wife meant woman. Wife was synonymous of woman. Bath is a place in Somerset. Wife of Bath means woman of Bath. No. Wife of Bath means wife, the woman coming from Bath. She is gap toothed. And the miller with a wart on his nose. The miller with a wart on the tip of his nose. Wart is a kind of growth on the tip of his nose. Marg. The cook with an ulcer on his shin. Shin means the front part of the leg. And the pardoner, the ecclesiastical man pardoner, whose voice was as small as a goat. They are memorable pen pictures. We also have the Franklin, landowner, Franklin, with a beard as white as a daisy. The merchant with a forked beard, and the summoner, another ecclesiastical man, the summoner who spoke Latin when drunk. He will only speak Latin when he is drunk. Such a character is a summoner. Summoner, a corrupt ecclesiastical man, corrupt into the priestly class. The summoner who spoke Latin when drunk. All these characters bear stamps of Chaucer's keen sense of humor. Chaucer is at his best in his portrayal of ecclesiastical characters. We can see the wise Chaucer or the best Chaucer in his portrayal of ecclesiastical characters. Means characters chosen from priestly class. Chaucer has been influenced by Wycliffe, the morning star of Reformation, who fought against the corruption prevalent in the Catholic priestly class. As such, most of his ecclesiastical characters are corrupt and unholy. The only female character connected with the church is the prioress. She is presented as a person, romantic than holy. She is a romantic person than a holy person. The French that she speaks is of an adulterated variety. It is mixed with English. The French that she speaks is of an adulterated variety. All her love is reserved for animals. She wears a brooch, a pin used to face and dress. Brooch on which inscribed "Love conquers all." Actually, the Latin words are inscribed on the brooch. They are "Amor vincit omnia." Amor vincit omnia. The monk is her counterpart. A person very much like her is the monk. The monk is her male counterpart. He is a priest with an ultra-modern outlook. He is a priest, but he has an ultra-modern outlook. He poo-poos, P-O-O-H-P-O-O-H. That means poo-poo means ridicule. Ridicule some idea or established custom, etc. He poo-poos, ridicules the restrictions on simplicity and austerity. He violates the rules. Monk violates the rules of his order by hunting, dressing, and overeating. His clothes are of latest fashion. The clothes that he wears are of latest fashion. The sleeves are trimmed with fur. Fur means the hair of animals. The sleeve means the hand of the shirt. Hands of the shirt. The sleeves are decorated with fur. F-U-R, fur. And he uses a gold pin to fasten his hood. Hood means head cover. Some priests usually wear head cover in Catholic sect. In a recent Malayalam movie named The Priest, Sri Mammootty wears in one scene the hood, a black hood. In all other scenes he wears only cap. But there is one scene which shows the symmetry. He wears a hood, head cover hood, and he uses a gold wing to fasten the head cover. The friar, another priestly man, another man belongs to the priestly or ecclesiastical class. The friar is no better. He is also corrupt. He prefers the company of hospitable franklins, landlords, and tavern owners. Tavern owners means inn owners, owners of hotels or inns. He prefers franklins and tavern owners to that of lepers and beggars. He doesn't like lepers and beggars. Actually, a priest should have more concern for lepers and beggars, but he has great company with tavern owners and rich franklins. And he is an expert in extracting money from people. He knows how to extract or snatch away money from the people. The worst among the ecclesiastical characters are without a doubt the pardoner and the summoner. Chaucer deals with them almost in the tone of satire. The summoner is a church official. Summoner is a church official empowered to arrest those who do not comply with the rules. He has the right to arrest those who violate the rules of the church. His famous remark is, "Purse is the archdeacon's hell." Means purse leads the archdeacon or the priest to hell, means money is something that corrupts the church officials. This man, this summoner, is quick to take bribes and permits any sinful activity, including keeping a concubine. Concubine means keep. The pardoner is introduced as a friend and compeer. Compeer means a companion. The pardoner is introduced as a friend and compeer of the summoner. He makes fantastic claims about the things in his possession. He has some things in his possession and he has fantastic, very strange claims about the things he keeps with him, things he keeps in his bag. He claims that the pillowcases in his bag are made of Virgin Mary's veil. Jesus Christ's mother, Virgin Mary's veil, he is used to make some of the pillow covers. And what he sells as the relics or the remnants of saints are really the bones of pigs. Chaucer introduces a poor person too. Chaucer introduces a person or a priest without any corruption, with all the goodness with him. He is very different from the ecclesiastical characters. Chaucer portrays this man as an ideal priest. He is described as being poor in material possessions, but rich in holy and charitable thoughts. Even though he is very poor in material possessions, he is rich in holy and charitable thoughts. He visits even the farthest end of his parish with only a staff for support. By using a stick for supporting his old body, he walks up to the farthest end of the parish. He preaches only what he practices. He preaches only what he practices. He believes that the priest should set a noble example for the layman, ordinary people, laymen. His favorite remark is, "If gold rusts, what will happen to iron? If the gold, the precious metal, gets rusted, then what is the case of the iron?" That is his remark. If gold rusts, what will happen to iron? Among the non-ecclesiastical characters, the wife of Bath, the woman coming from Bath, a place in Somerset, is most memorable. Chaucer's approach towards her is one of alternate kick and kiss. Kick and kiss is a phrase which means praise and contempt. At one time praising and at the next moment condemning. Chaucer's approach towards the wife of Bath is one of alternate kick and kiss. First he refers to her as good wife from Bath and as an expert weaver. Then he refers to her selfishness and vanity. Soon after, she is described as worthy woman in her life. Soon after, she is described as a worthy woman all her life. And this comment is followed by the most damaging remark. This good comment is followed by the most damaging remark. Husbands at church door she had 5, without counting other companions in youth. We find in Wife of Bath Chaucer's skill in connecting with physiognomy. Physiognomy means the art of telling one's character by examining the face or facial expressions, facial features. By examining the facial features or facial expression, one can easily identify the character of the person. That is what is physiognomy. So Chaucer, we find in Wife of Bath Chaucer's skill in connecting character with physiognomy. She is referred to as gap-toothed, and that according to Chaucer explains her love for travelling. And some critics say that it explains the gap tooth is the reason why she has an amorous nature. She had a lot of love affairs and husbands. Chaucer's humor as revealed through the portrayal of the pilgrims is of special kind. It is difficult to determine whether it is humor or satire. We find in Chaucer a tendency to ridicule, but his approach is very different from that of satirists like Dryden or Alexander Pope. Chaucer's approach is very different from that of the satirists like Dryden, John Dryden or Alexander Pope. While every word of Dryden stabs, when we examine the work of Dryden, MacFlecknoe, we can see every word stabs his opponent Thomas Shadwell. While every word of Dryden stabs, Chaucer generally radiates good cheer. Chaucer only radiates good cheer. Chaucer's humor is usually hidden or indirect. He uses hidden humor or indirect humor. For instance, he opens his description of the poor person thus: there was a good man of religion. Here Chaucer very cleverly hints that goodness and religion are incompatible. Goodness and religion never go together. Another instance in Chaucer's a reference to the Pardoner's song, "Come hither, love, to me." Chaucer quotes the song without any comment. In many of Chaucer's passages, what is left unsaid is more important than what is said. Chaucer was a past master, a great genius, past master in the art of half revealing and half concealing. He was a genius in the art of half revealing and half concealing. So most of the ideas are left for us to find out. The prologue opens with April with its showers sweet. April with its showers sweet. The spirit of April predominates. The spirit of April predominates Chaucer's poetic world. A world of color, life, laughter and enjoyment are portrayed by Chaucer. Chaucer's skill was the gift of large-hearted tolerance. Chaucer's skill was resulted from the gift of large hated tolerance, and that made him the greatest comic genius in English literature. This is about Chaucer's Prologue to Canterbury, and in this prologue we can see the character sketch of so many characters. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my videos.